baby, come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Am I live? I am live. I am live. I am live. I know I should have scheduled it for 11 o'clock. I really should have, but I was trying to be cognizant of the fact that I had told y'all that I would come live at 10. But I'm here. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to the moderators in the chat. Somebody said, now where are the moderators, Lord? Let me see what's going on in this chat. Lord, what is happening? Y'all acting up already? Child, the only time people be acting up is on my backup channel. Let me go see what's going on over there. Y'all come in, please, and thank you. Like this video as you arrive. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. Is my live on? Okay, yeah. We live. We live on the ATLien channel. We are live. Let me put this subscribers only, honey. Let me save that. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Kick. I don't know why, but we are. Hold on. And we are live on the Michelle ATLien Brown channel. And we are live on X. Are we live on Facebook? I want to be live everywhere. I need everybody to see this beautiful face. Hold on, y'all. Let me say that to subscribe. Hey, Joe Millie. Somebody said you can't hide money. I see you, St. Reed. Shout out to Joe Millie for the $1.99. Thank you, friend. I'm talking about you can't hide money. I ain't trying to hide no money, child. My name is not T.S. Man's. You will not see me hiding no money. You will not see me bragging and boasting and allegedly defrauding the government. You will not see me doing that, child. Not me. Hold on. Let me go over here and do this. Did I do it over here? Child, and lost the dang. Okay, that's StreamYard. Where is the YouTube? Okay, there go YouTube. Okay. Now I gotta go to my channel. And now I gotta go to my YouTube studio. And now I gotta go to country. I'm just giving y'all a little masterclass, honey, because this be taking a long time. Now I gotta go over here, gotta go into the studio, and now I gotta set the studio. I gotta set this, and I gotta make sure that y'all are subscribers. Okay. Come on in. I would love for everyone to participate, but please subscribe. It's a shame I have to force y'all to subscribe, honey. What's up? Yes, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown and anyone who is going through that big cancer journey. That's why I've been all week. It was Mama Brown's birthday on June 16th, same day as Tupac. And so not Michelle been out in these streets. Michelle has not been out in the streets. I am not in the streets. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with my mom this past week. I enjoyed her. Hopefully she enjoyed me. We argued like mothers and daughters do. She got on my nerves, I got on her nerves, and then I came home. Okay. And then I came home. Okay. Then my cousin rode back to Atlanta with me. Then I had to play hostess all weekend for my cousin from Memphis who came down here to spend the weekend with me. Then we celebrated Father's Day yesterday with my nephew and my niece and my uncle and my aunt and my cousins and everybody. And yeah, we just had a good old time. And happy belated Juneteenth to all the people who celebrated. Okay. Shout out to Paige. Paige said, I look fabulous. Thank you. Okay. I tried to get it together. It was a little chilly down here. So I had to gather up a shawl. I had to come with my old lady shawl on today because it's a little chilly down here. And you know, they say I be in the basement, child. It's a little chilly down here in the dungeon. Okay. So yeah, I had to cover up. I didn't have time to change clothes today, so I just threw on a little something. But y'all know what it is. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You said I like meeting your uncle yesterday. Aw. Those of you who missed my impromptu live yesterday, go over to the ATLien channel and watch it. It's called ATLien Live. It don't have no title or nothing. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about Shamea. We talked about just anything I could think of. We talked about it. My niece made an appearance. My nephew made an appearance. Everybody made an appearance. But today, the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, episode 12 is called The Glow Up. What's it called, child? I don't even know what it's called. I don't never know the titles. Um, but everything, yeah, the glow up cost. Everything that happened this episode, I've been telling y'all, and the people be like, Michelle, you are wrong. Remember when Nene said that? You are wrong. Did you loan Greg $10,000? Greg, you are wrong. But they said I was wrong, honey. I told y'all Shamea was being picked on from the very first episode. I told y'all I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. Y'all said y'all wasn't gonna believe me. I think y'all didn't believe me until Shamea went over there on Carlos King's show and did an interview. When she did that interview, now everybody, oh, I like Shamea. Shamea is telling the truth. I like her. But then there's still those diehard Porsha fans who are like, Shamea is a whore. Shamea is this, and Shamea is corny, and Shamea doesn't deserve a peach. But I told you, I said how I felt that it was colorism. Now I'm not sure that it's colorism, but I feel that way in my gut and in my soul because I feel like us brown skinned, dark skinned black girls often are the brunt of a lot of hate online. Y'all don't think that we should have anything. I don't know what it is. People just be hating, they be projecting their insecurities on us. And I'm saying us like I'm Shamea. Look, I ain't got nothing on Shamea. But I'm just saying they be projecting insecurities when they see a beautiful black woman living a soft life. They like, why she ain't working at McDonald's like me? Why she don't have to pay her car note like me? Why she live in a mansion and I don't? Why she driving Porsches and Lamborghinis and I'm in a Honda Accord? Why is she like that and I'm like this? And it's like, what the heck? Like, you could get like that. Just follow your dreams and your goals and your aspirations like everybody else. And they try to put like these villain labels on us dark skinned black girls who are outspoken, who know what they want, okay, who have what they want, and try to make it seem like, we are wrong. We are the villain. We are shady. We are this and we are that. And I'm just saying what they do to me on social media now. And what they've been doing to Shamea is that, to me, this is my own personal opinion. The views and opinions of Michelle ATLien Brown are my views and opinions. Okay. You don't have to agree with them, but we will respect each other. And so this episode kind of proves that. Okay, I'm gonna get into scene by scene by scene by scene. I just had to get that off my chest real quick. What y'all saying? You said not a Porsche fan at all, but it's still a hard no with Shamea. Has nothing to do with her skin tone. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. It's subconscious. Y'all don't know it, but it is. Okay. Y'all literally blame Shamea for everything. Y'all blame Shamea if it's raining outside. Y'all blame Shamea if it's too hot outside. Y'all blame Shamea if your shirt too tight. Y'all blame Shamea for everything. And I'm like, what Shamea had did to y'all that y'all are online dragging that lady like that? All she did was marry good, eating good, looking good. Okay, she had kids. She got a mansion. Okay, she got a huge mansion that she had before Porsha had a mansion. I see some comments like, Shamea, Shamea just wanted to be on the show so she could show off her house after Porsha got her house. And I'm like, no, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Shamea and Gerald bought Sterling Hall, you know, well before Simon purchased Casa Simon. Okay. So it's like y'all be like comparing apples and oranges. Shamea and Gerald is not Simon and Portia. Okay. Shamea and Gerald, y'all be like, that man don't like her. That man love that girl. Dirty draws. They've been married for 8 years. They had a huge wedding that Portia didn't attend. Yes, it's 11/11, make a wish. They love each other. They stick, they with each other through thick and thin. Their families are together all the time. His family, her family, everybody's family is together. And those are the things that make a marriage work. When your family is involved, when you come, listen, I'm not saying that you have to come from a two-parent household, okay? But Shamea comes from a two-parent household. And she had that example of what a healthy relationship is. And so because she led with that example, I believe her relationship is just as healthy as anybody else's. It's just my opinion. Okay, I'm sticking with it. You said Shamea and Harold can go. I don't know why, cause she got everything a housewife need. Okay, she got everything. Y'all may say she corny. Y'all may say all of that, and this is the Shamea show tonight. Okay, you can go and call it the Shamea show, cause I am Team Shamea. I don't know what is going on with everybody else, but I'm gonna speak on it. Okay, I lived for when Shamea was on the plane on the PJ and she heard Angela and Pinky and all of them and Kelly and them talking about bankruptcy. And she was like, bankruptcy? I'm just worried about making it in the line at Chick-fil-A before they close. Like bankruptcy. I don't need to be around this negative energy. So yeah, I live for it. You say your colorism theory is a stretch. Oh, okay, if you say so. You said it's more likely her financial status. I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of both. She is not an RHOA housewife. I don't see why she not. She's from Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta. Okay, she don't live in Alpharetta, Douglasville, Lawrenceville. She lives in Atlanta. Okay. She's from Atlanta. She's married. She got kids. Like, why is she not Atlanta and a real housewife? She's definitely a real housewife. She might not be a real housewife that you like, but she's definitely a real housewife. You know, Shamea can fit in with the Beverly Hills girls. Y'all let them live their soft life. Why can't Shamea? He said people go up for Porsha, and she's not light skinned. She's lighter than Shamea. Okay, you might not think she light, but some people who are dark do. Okay, but you know it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue with y'all. Y'all don't agree. Y'all don't have to. But is there? You said why are we putting Porsha and Shamea against each other? Because that's what the show is doing. Did you watch the show? Do you not see what people are doing? Do you not read? I'm just trying to figure this out because Angela gunning for Shamea. Yeah, Angela's gunning for Shamea. Drew's gunning for Shamea. Hell, Cynthia's gunning for Shamea, and all of it stems from Shamea's relationship with Porsha. So you talk about pitting Porsha against Shamea. It's already done. It's already done. Okay. Um, you said people not the show. Shoot, the show do too. You said I need specifics of not liking Shamea and not just group thing. Me too. Can we talk about it for a minute? Can somebody put in the comments what it is about Shamea that you don't like? Like, what's the problem? Is it because she cute? It's because she got a lot of money? It's because she make corny jokes? Like, what is it that makes you hate her so much? I need to know. Let me see. Cause y'all can't enunciate. Y'all can't tell me. Nobody says nothing online, but that they just don't like her. He said the show is trying to highlight their friendship or their lack of. There is definitely a divide. Theme thought Linda and Team Shamea. He said she started all that ish last year, and it's just her turn. That's all. Your favorite gotta have her turn. What she started last year? She didn't start nothing. I think Porsha started it last year. What show y'all be watching? Because I be watching. I be like looking at everything. And Porsha was talking to Shamea off air. Shamea did not bring it to the show. And when they did scenes together to, discuss the status of their friendship, Porsha shut down uh and wouldn't communicate. So y'all tell me. You said she's boring. Okay, because she's boring, that means you hate her. I mean, you hate everybody because the whole show been boring there. I don't understand. You said Cynthia is a flip flopper and is. Nene told y'all about Cynthia a long time ago. You said I can't stand that show. All they do is argue and talk about each other. Child, well, it is what it is. It's our guilty pleasure. You said, "Oh my, this is the first time we disagree." I don't think it's colorism. Portia is dark skinned. Portia is not dark skinned. Portia Williams is not dark skinned. Let's just start there. I don't know. I don't know what Portia not dark skinned. It's Shamea's attitude. I disagree with the hate, and I have no ill intent towards Shamea. Okay. You said she desperate. Okay, her being desperate. Why does that make you hate her? Hell, Kay What's her face is desperate. Kay What's her face is desperate to get a whole new ass. Okay, she walking around with a leaky ass with dents in it and scars and shit. She's desperate, and she trying to get another one. So you to call it, why y'all don't hate her like y'all hate Shamea? They don't have nothing to say. It's quiet. It's crickets, and it is crickets. He said not a good friend to Portia. But is Portia a good friend to Shamea? What has Portia done to deserve this good best friend label? Because Portia didn't even attend the woman's wedding. Like what did Portia do? Portia is sitting over there jealous of everything Shamea has and low key trying to get it. You said Shamea should not have joined RHOA. She's above the mess. Well, why not? She is RHOA. She is a Real Housewife of Atlanta. Why shouldn't she have joined? Hell, y'all be wanting Marjorie Harvey and Tamar Braxton and all these other people. What's wrong with Shamea? Y'all still not telling me she won't own her soft life. But that means you hate her because she won't own her soft life. I don't know. You said Tanya Sam was corny, but they loved it. Okay. Look, and speaking of Tanya Sams, speaking of Tanya Sam, before I even get into all the other stuff, I need to let y'all think on it for a little while. But speaking of Tanya Sams, why does why does Shereé Whitfield look like Tanya Sams right now? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with all these people and their faces. Hold on, we about to look at it real quick. Gosh, where is it? Because I put it over here. Shereé Whitfield and got some nips and tucks and um just a lot. And look, here she is right here. I think her this on my Discord, y'all. Hold on. We was comparing Shereé. Look at Shereé. That is Shereé right there. Okay. That don't even look like Shereé. What has Shereé done? Shereé got a new nose. Did she get a forehead implant? What did Shereé do that's got her looking like Tanya? Because she looked like Tanya right here. I don't know. But look at and here go a picture of Tanya. Okay, look, there go a picture of Tanya. So I'm like, Shereé and Tanya are twins now. Okay, they may as well come back to the show and compete. It's very strange. Yes, it's Shereé. And I wish I had the direct link to the video. It's an actual video of her on Instagram. And I guess she had just got her face made up or whatever. And I seen it in motion. I seen it. That is her. So Shereé got a little Botox and a little Juvederm and a little filler here and a little filler there and a little pull behind. I don't know. She might have got one of them facelifts where they sew it up behind your ear. It's a little tight. I don't know what's going on, but Shereé does not. Maybe she got new teeth. You think she got new teeth? Teeth can change your facial structure too. I don't know. But anyway, I'm digressing. I have digressed all the way over to Shereé. We was over here on Shamea. I'm trying to figure out why y'all hate her. You said Kenya is as dark as Shamea. Huge fan base. They hate Kenya too. They hate Kenya too. Where's you been? You said she don't like herself. Oh, Shereé. Pinky and Tasha K. What is talking about? What about Pinky and Tasha K? Please put pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Yes, please do that. Let's see. You said they all go to the same doctor. They sure do. She got a whole new face. It still kind of resembles her, but there's something different. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if it's her nose. I don't know if it's her forehead. I don't know if it's her cheekbones. I don't know what it is. Did she get a chin implant? I don't know, because that don't look like the Shereé spring, summer, September. Mm-mm. You said her eyes have been pulled tighter. Oh, that had to hurt. Okay, well, maybe that's what it was. Okay. You said, Michelle, you next? No, I'm good. I'm good. I just be ugly. Like y'all say, I just age gracefully over here. Shout out to my squad. College B-Ball said, girl, you know Porsha ain't jealous. She don't care about cringy Shamea. She owns RHOA. Fan fave and got her own bag. Shamea doesn't have fans, fashions, her own business. She got a poodle named Kelli. Well, Shamea does have fashions. She does have fashions. Have you seen Shamea's closet? Okay. You may say she has a poodle named Kelli, but if Porsha owns RHOA, then Shamea owns Atlanta. I just don't understand. Why y'all mad at her? You said Shamea is dry. I'm still not understanding. I'm still not understanding. Nobody has said anything except y'all are trying to compare Shamea with Porsha. Even College B-Ball with the 999 super chat is comparing Shamea and Porsha. So what is that got that what is it that Shamea got that got y'all so pressed, Porsha fans? What is it? She got Angela pressed, she got Drew pressed. Look like she got Kay What's her face pressed, she got Pinky pressed, she got Cynthia Bailey pressed. Okay. Thinking of Cynthia Bailey, speaking of Cynthia Bailey. Y'all know I'm wasting time till y'all get in here. Cynthia spoke on Shamea recently on her Humble Brag podcast. Now, during the Humble Brag podcast, Cynthia was trying to read, honey. Hold on. We're going to pull it up real quick here. Cynthia Bailey, Humble Brag. Instagram, X.com, you said my reason doesn't have to be valid. My reason is my reason. Okay. Your reason does not have to be valid. It is your reason and your reason alone. Now, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use, fair use, fair use. Now, Cynthia Bailey was talking about Shamea, and apparently during Shamea's interview with Carlos King that I haven't watched fully yet, and I will. I'll probably watch it tonight. But Shamea made some comments about Cynthia, and I guess Cynthia feels some kind of way because whatever Shamea said struck a nerve. Hold on, we're gonna hear what Cynthia has to say.
I was gonna say, because even though you're quote only a friend, I saw that interview with Shamea and Carlos, our boy King.
Yes, Carlos, our boy King. Okay, Carlos, our boy King. Cynthia looks amazing as well. You said copyright disclaimer section. Okay, I already said it. Didn't I say that? Maybe I said it, but y'all know what we doing. We are researching. Cynthia is a friend, but she's being paid like a housewife and she's doing work of a housewife. So, she could technically be a friend all y'all want to, but Cynthia then brought her boyfriend on the show. Cynthia is hosting events. Cynthia hosting trips. Okay. So Cynthia is a peach holder without the title. And I don't understand. They may as well have her on the intro.
I'm a little surprised she was shady about you when he asked her about her, the good and the bad, or what she didn't expect. Were you surprised that you
I'm
were
not
the
surprised.
one? Oh, okay.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not. I think that at the end of the day, I think that I don't want to go into too much, but the good news is she watches our show. She watches our podcast because she said that she was watching our podcast and we were talking about the whole like foot thing and all that stuff, which I thought
Cynthia is a flip flopper. Cynthia is a flip flopper. Remember when she flip flopped on Nene and she was going back and forth between Nene and Kenya, and Nene was supposed to be her friend, and she was hiding the fact that she had invited Kenya to her event with her liquor event while she was pregnant. It's like Kenya didn't even need to be at the damn Seagram's event. You are pregnant with child. You can't even drink no Seagram's. Why was you there? But I'm digressing. She just did that to strike a nerve with Nene. Y'all don't remember that? And y'all don't remember the infamous Mike moment with was it with Candy? I can't even remember. It's been so long. But Cynthia was, had a plot and a plan. Okay. She was plotting and planning. And her and Candy was still Mike. Y'all don't remember all that. So Cynthia got a little devilish ways to her too now. Let's not act like Cynthia is innocent.
Was like, I mean, I don't think I went too hard. I just basically said I also have big feet, and after a while, it's just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah,
I didn't really drag it. You know what I'm saying? Or her, but whatever.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean,
she said I didn't drag it or her. You didn't drag it or her, but you are basically being Porsha's lap dog. If somebody gonna be a lap dog, I don't know. I'm gonna say it's Cynthia. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say it's Cynthia, because we're gonna talk about tonight's episode in a second. But last week when Shamea came over to Lake Bailey, and Shamea and Cynthia had to ask why she didn't invite Porsha, and Shamea said we're not in a good space, and this is Gerald's day, and I really don't have to invite her, which is true. It's interesting that when Shamea was trying to tell her what the problem is, that there was some texts that were exchanged at the reunion. Cynthia shut that shit down. And why did she shut that shit down? Because she's protecting Porsha.
I mean, like, watch the past seasons. Watch this season. I mean, people are going real hard. That's like
well,
light.
I mean, I definitely feel like she has bigger fish to fry than me, for sure. I'm like,
I thought you were going to say bigger feet.
Well, that too. She's got bigger shoes to fill, I guess, bigger feet to put socks on.
That's right.
So I guess she got offended because Angela got big feet and she got big feet too.
Right.
Or whatever. So,
but I thought that it was ironic because it's like she was trying to be shady about you, but like when he asked, what housewife surprised you, whatever, and she's like, well, Cynthia, but like, I mean, she's not a housewife, she's a friend, and I'm like,
well, she's not, well, technically she's not a housewife, she's a friend. Why would that be shade? It is what it is. And then Cynthia struck a nerve and she about to shade Shamea. Now, somebody in the chat says Cynthia is undercover paid by Porsha to turn against her because she's a go naked hair rep. Yup. Cynthia and Drew. You right about that, friend.
Yeah, Shamea, because put some respect on my girl's name. You're the one bringing her up. So you're obviously doing all the work. So don't worry. I'll go to the reunion for you.
You know what? After you've been a housewife for over a decade and you started off as a housewife and not a friend, it just kind of is like, is it really shade? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was on the sidelines for years and then finally got my peeps. So,
well, Shamea was on the sidelines for years and did get a peach, but it wasn't that she finally got a peach, because Shamea had been offered peaches for several seasons. So your shade is falling flat too, to those of us who know the real tea of why Shamea has a peach. Don't be acting like she finally got her peach because she been trying for decades. No, that's not what happened, Cynthia.
I think it's a moot point, really.
It's a moot point. Okay, well, there's that, because she called you a friend and you felt the ways, and you went on your podcast to shade her. Salute to Cynthia Bailey. Okay. You said so Kelli is Shamea's minion living in her apartment for free. That's what it seemed like. I told y'all. I guess she's living for free. I hope she paying a little something. Like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Real Housewives. Well, I've been talking about it, but this particular episode, season 17, episode 12, is called The Glow Up Costs. Angela Oakley. It's really Angela Oakley's episode, because it was just way too much Angela Oakley in this episode for me personally. And I know a lot of people are like, Angela is now the fan favorite, but it's something about Angela I can't put my finger on. Y'all gave Angela a pass when it came to Junebug and them creating that drama about Phaedra last season. Y'all let it slide so much that Phaedra came on this season with her tagline being, but I'm the Godfather, or whatever it is she says in her tagline. And so this season, to me, Angela is like playing it cool. She's trying to act like she's above it all, but she's not above it all because beneath the surface, she's the one digging up all the mess and the dirt. You said, I enjoy seeing Angela and Charles. I did too. I like Charles now. And Charles clearly likes Shamea, okay? Because Charles said in the confessional that he felt some tension between Angela and Shamea. And Angela was looking like, well, damn, duh, you didn't know? But I'm getting ahead of myself. You said Angela is a snake. Oh, okay, Angela. Okay. Well, the episode starts with Angela and Cynthia. As a matter of fact, we just got through talking about Cynthia. Scene one is Angela and Cynthia. Cynthia comes by to fill in Angela about her recent one-on-one with Shamea. Now, my thing is, clearly, I don't know who the bone carrier is at this point. It might be Cynthia, but Cynthia was being messy because Cynthia goes over there and just spills all of Shamea business. Her mama having health problems. She's stressed out about the surrogacy. I don't know what's going on with her. I asked her why she hadn't had therapy, and she said she ain't got time for it. And then Angela took that as a bone to go into her confessional and say, yeah, that bitch needs therapy. That's right. That bitch needs therapy. Now, we come to find out that Angela is in therapy as well, which, it's no issue with Angela being in therapy, but she is claiming in her confessional that, Shamea needs therapy and they'll force her to confront, the people she really needs to confront and speak up. And the thing is, the people she really needs to confront is who, according to Angela? Porsha. So to me, everybody is on Shamea's head because of Porsha and is getting damn old. Let me see what you said. You said, and you like Peter and Simon and Apple and the rest of those narcissistic men. Okay. You can like who you like. I can like who I like. Okay. I know people in real life. You said, I don't care if Angela rehearses, she delivers. Okay. Maybe Shamea should rehearse. I agree with that. I think Shamea is a little too real. Shamea comes organically like it's a reality show. Okay. Shamea don't come with being pretentious and pretending to be a character. Shamea comes and she's Shamea. So maybe she should be fake like everybody else and she would win y'all over. Okay. You right. I agree with something you said, Lexi. You said Porsha needs to tell us what Shamea did. Hopefully we'll find out in Scotland. They said they gonna come to blows or something gonna happen. That's what they say. Your dislike for Porsha is scary. I do not dislike Porsha. Just because I disagree with things, that means I dislike Porsha. Your dislike for Shamea is scary. Ugh. Anywho, you said Simon and Porsha need to work it out. Oh, Shamea. Look, that must have been a Freudian slip because I thought it said Simon. Shamea and Porsha needs to work it out like we wanted to see Kandi and Phaedra together work it out. Well, we didn't want to see Phaedra and Kandi work it out. We just wanted to see some head-to-head confrontation, okay? Because Phaedra was mute when everything hit the fan. So that's why we needed Phaedra and Kandi closure, because Phaedra was the one on camera doing this, and I keep bringing it up. Why I don't know why they don't show Phaedra doing this off camera with Porsha saying that Shamea and Todd and Kandi, they be okay. And Porsha was like, what? And Porsha didn't defend her best friend when Phaedra brought that to the cameras. Okay. He said, I live for Porsha. She's fun. Okay, well, everything fun ain't good. Okay. Let this be Shamea last season. Oh, it won't. So let's see what else had happened. Okay, all right. So Angela and Cynthia are meeting, and then they talking about, Angela talks about missing her mother and it being the anniversary and how she wants to commemorate the loss of her mother by getting all the ladies together because she really appreciate how the ladies all, confront, gave her gifts and everything at Pinky's event. And so Cynthia suggests that, they do a belly bow. Okay. How about we do a belly bow to honor your mother? Okay. We got belly bow 2.0. This is clearly produced. This was clearly the plan. Cynthia don't even have a peach, but Cynthia getting a whole belly bow. Okay. Why it's got to be the belly bow? Why it can just be about Angela's mama? But, it is what it is. Cynthia got to be in there some kind of way. So it's going to be called the belly bow 2.0. And, Maggie, what's her mama name? Her mama name Maggie. And Maggie Madness. Belly Bow 2.0 Maggie Madness. That's what it's gonna be called. So Angela says she's on board with that. Okay, you said Porsha sold her house to use the equity to keep Simon's house. Where have y'all been? We've been talking about this for months now. I told y'all when Porsha sold her house, but we gonna get there. We ain't there yet. All should come back next season. All except Kay what's her face, because we don't need her. Okay, you said if Nene was on the show, do you think her and Shamea would be cool? Probably. I don't know, maybe. Shamea got nobody stressed. She got us bored. She got everybody stressed because why is Shamea the topic of every conversation? Why is everybody trying to pile on Shamea? Why is it that it seems to me that they just trying to humiliate Shamea for some reason? Because Shamea got what everybody wants. Shamea needs nothing. Shamea needs no money. She needs nothing. But some reason they trying to like push Shamea on the side because to me they're jealous that last season Shamea was the first episode and they show her big house and Sterling Manor and all of that. It's always Porsha's fault. It's not always Porsha's fault, but this is. It's not always Porsha's fault. But y'all are gonna defend her the same way y'all defended Twirl getting evicted and said I was lying on her. Y'all gonna defend Porsha until you can't no more. Okay, that I get it. Thanks for the super chat though, friend. Why do you think people are jealous of Shamea? I think they're jealous of Shamea because Shamea has everything that makes a housewife, and they can't deny that. They can't deny that Shamea has a husband that loves her. They can't deny that Shamea has a wealthy husband that loves her. They can't deny that Shamea has the biggest house in the franchise. They can't deny any of that. So I mean, it is what it is. Y'all ain't gonna never agree with me, but that's okay. A few months from now, y'all gonna come back and be like, Michelle was right. And I'll be like, and is. Moving on. What was next, child? Porsha. Porsha visited her mama at Porsha's palace. Now, I told y'all several months ago that Porsha's palace was on the market. It had been on the market for several months. And Porsha ended up selling it for like $1.6 million. Hold on, let me see. Y'all know I got it. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little digressing right now. Hold on. And I'm gonna pull up the listing because I'm nosy. Because I like looking at houses. I sure do. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to my. Okay, let me go here. Now, where is Porsha's house? Hold on, let me see. Because it's not Porsha's house no more. It's somebody else's house now. So we can look at it, okay? It is not Porsha's house no more. So here is the house that Porsha sold, okay? Porsha sold it for 1.6. She bought it for. Hold on. Okay, she bought it for she sold it for 1.65, okay? And she bought it for how much she had bought it for? Child, where is it? She had bought it for 1.1 in 2016, 1.1. She listed it for 1.8 and she sold it for 1.6. So she got 1.1, 2, 3, 1, 500,000 more than what she paid for it. And because she had equity in it since she had been paying for it since 2016, she probably, walked away after, paying her realtor commission fees and all that with a cool $1 million in her pocket. So in this episode, Porsha, was meeting with her mama, honey. And when she was meeting with her mama in a confessional, she said, I got $1 million of equity in this house, and I got, equity in the house that I live in, Simon's boudoir, whatever you want to call it. And she said that, it makes financial sense to pull out the equity in both. And I'm just like, child, we already knew what she was doing. Because remember, we said that Simon said that he wasn't paying nothing. He ain't even paying the mortgage. So to me, I don't know if it's smart, but it's Porsha's strategy. And, she normally comes out ahead. Porsha pulled out the equity of the house, that other house that she alleged she gave to her mama, right? Clearly she didn't. It's still her house. So she kicked the mama out, sold the house, got the equity, and now she's using the equity in that house to pay the mortgage on the house that she lives in for Simon. But the divorce document says that she got to get out in February. And when she leaves in February, they got to agree to a sales price. And then they got to split the remaining equity after all of the liens have been paid. Now there are several liens on the house, and I am digressing all over the place. But there's several liens on that house that Porsha is living in right now, and that includes a lien from Simon's attorney, a lien from her attorney, and a lien from the bank. Okay, the mortgage. So I don't know how much Porsha gonna walk away with and what she gonna do. But there's that. You said, oh, she can refinance both mortgages. Well, the current mortgage is in Simon's name, and you can't just refinance something that if they don't sign off on it. But we'll see what happens, because Simon ain't gonna sign nothing willingly, allegedly. But anyway, Porsha, talks to her mom about selling the house, and her mom had admitted that she had took down all of the pictures, which is, smart. When you selling the house, you don't want nobody to know that you black, allegedly. A lot of people take down their personal things because, it's traditionally, they will lowball African Americans, even if you live in a mansion, child. They will lowball you if they see some African art and everything. So a lot of people just take all of the art out, all of the pictures out, just to make it a clean slate. So when people come in, they don't know who lived there. Okay, so you are not going to be biased and give me no lowball offer because you think I don't deserve it. So Miss Diane said she had took down all the pictures. And there's that. Then Porsha talked about how that Dennis tried to get her the ring back and how shocked she was with that. And to me, I don't know if Dennis was saying that he wanted to be back with her. I don't know if that's what he was saying, but some people feel like because he was giving her the ring back, that meant that he wanted to get back with her. And I don't know. I think he might have been giving her the ring back because he knew she needed to sell some stuff to pay that mortgage over there at Simon's house. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. That's what it's giving me. Here go your ring back, girl. Go pawn this and pay this mortgage over here instead of selling the house that you don't need to sell. But I'm digressing. Porsha said that Dennis wanted her to choose him, but she's choosing herself right now and casually dating. Now, as an aside, because I keep being diverted. As an aside, Dennis was in somebody's comments recently, and they asked him if he was ever gonna get back with Porsha, and he said never. In a million years, it will never happen. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, he made that clear, and people are saying he lying. But my thing is, I like seeing Porsha and Dennis together because that's the most organic relationship on the show to me is Porsha and Dennis, because Porsha can't control how Dennis feels and what he says. And Dennis is like a wild card to Porsha, and he just says whatever because he knows it'll get a reaction out of her. So there is that. Hold on a second. You said what now? You said I like all the ladies, but Shamea is my favorite. She is a giver, and Porsha is selfish. Okay. If I recall, Porsha wanted to go and sing with Shamea. She did, knowing she can't sing. That's a shadow. Ooh, child. But yeah, but as I was diverting and saying all this stuff, I wanted to show y'all Porsha sold the house. So I showed y'all that. Porsha sold the house. And Porsha even went on her page and hold on. Here is what I had posted. When was this? 7 months ago. I posted this 7 months ago. And I told y'all that Porsha had sold her house because she was there with the realtor. And she said, hold on, look. This is a little short right here. Y'all, Porsha Williams is out here making money moves. Okay. Y'all remember that Duluth mansion that Miss Diane, her mama, was staying in? Well, it looks like Miss 265 Days of the Year just closed that chapter and secured a big bag in the process. Y'all, Porsha posted this picture a few days ago and it had everybody questioning what is going on. She posed with this lady right here with the caption, "One closing down, more to come. God is so good." Now, y'all know what that means. Something was definitely sold. One closing down, more to come. Baby, that ain't a new purchase. That's a liquidation. She's clearing the books like it's tax season. And look at this. The lady who was posing with her name is Keisha Carter. She is a broker / realtor in the Atlanta, Sugarloaf, Duluth area. And she posted this a few months back stating, this gorgeous Sugarloaf Country Club estate. This was around July when Porsha first put the house on the market. Well, the timing lines up perfectly with Porsha's post. Now, you may recall that the streets were saying that Porsha was unloading this property because her ex-husband, Simon Guobadia, said he was not going to honor that prenup. So maybe she was just trying to secure her own coins and keep that lifestyle rolling without depending on that Guobadia money. So I had told y'all a few weeks ago that the house was actually pending, which means a contract was on it. Well, apparently it's been closed. I don't have the exact sales price yet, but Porsha seems pretty happy. So congrats are in order for Miss Porsha Williams, but you know what? I got my eye on this because between the real estate closings, the divorce drama, Simon's defamation lawsuit, the RHOA cameras rolling, it's giving chess and not checkers. So what do y'all think? Is Porsha downsizing, diversifying, or dodging drama? Not Michelle, you so nosy. This my job. Do I come to your job, tell you how to do your job? Do I come to your job and tell you? Anyway, this is my job. You said word on the street is the profit was only the property was only really 500K. Oh no, she got at least she got 500,000 over what she bought it for, and she had her equity that she had in it. So she walked away with maybe 1 million in cash, maybe. And that's what I said then. But I'm digressing. So Porsha, and look, I'm gonna digress some more. Well, I'll do that later. I'll do that after I finish this review. Hold on. Let me go back to my review screen. Okay. So Porsha has sold the house, blah, 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 blah. And Dennis said he don't really want to, allegedly, in the comment section. Kelly Ferrell / Potter, Kelly Potter, meets with a CPA, blah, blah, blah. We know she broke, whatever. She's meeting with her CPA to discuss the budget and the finances. The CPA asked her how much money is she bringing in from all her locations. And she's saying she bring in this from McDonough and she brings this from Roswell Road. But Roswell Road is closed. It's never really even open. So I don't think she ever brought in anything from Roswell Road. Roswell Road was like Roswell Road, Nana's Chicken and Waffles was like Kenya Moore hair spa. Okay, it wasn't real. Okay, it was only for the cameras. And remember, Drew Sidora even went by there and exposed Kelly's closed business. But I'm digressing. I don't know why she did it, but she did. So Kelly, she really ain't got no money. Okay. Also in the episode, and I'm skipping around, Kelly met with a realtor. Child, they both came in wearing all white. I don't know why they both had on all white, but it is what it is. And they met and they toured a property in Alpharetta. It was a townhome with an elevator, and it was a rental property. Now the people are like, Kelly, why are you touring these rental properties? And Shamea allowed you to move into her townhouse. Well, apparently, Kelly is like, that was only temporary. and I need to move. Okay. I think Shamea's property ain't up to Kelly's standards. I mean, it's good because it's free or technically free. I don't know if she paying anything, but I don't think that it's like a luxury abode. And I think that Kelly is trying to show off for everybody. Okay. You said Kelly was capping. She can't afford that. She sure can't. And the house, the rent on the damn townhouse she was looking at was $7,000, and Kelly's budget was 4. Listen, no shade, Kelly. I don't know where you're gonna find anything to live rent for $4,000 that you want to rent. I'm just saying, I just don't know. She gonna have to get her an apartment somewhere. And even that gonna be 3,000. So there's that. For some reason, Kelly asked the real estate agent what she thought, and the real estate agent was like, "You can't afford this. It's okay to downsize, and you have aspirations of actually buying a home one day. So perhaps you should buy something, or you should rent something that's under your budget, so that you can be able to buy a house next year." And Kelly was like, "Yeah, it's something hard to deal with, but she gonna have to bite the bullet and downsize." And it's like, girl, you already downsized. You ain't downsizing is moving, and you moved and you ain't got no house to live in. Kelly said she don't know how to pay a car note. Beggars can't be choosers. I guess. You said, why did Kelly have to move? I don't think she had to move. Her lease was probably up on the townhouse that she was in. And remember, she had a dispute with the neighbor about parking situations, and the neighbor apparently had her daughter's car booted. A lot of the neighbors in the community were pissed off at the black cars and all of the the trucks, the production trucks or whatever, whenever they filmed at Kelly's house. And so the HOA president had a car booted that happened to be her daughter's car. Kelly went over to the HOA president's house, stormed into her patio uninvited, and was yelling and screaming at her, and apparently put her hands on the lady because the lady was yelling and screaming back, and the lady ended up calling 911 and got a restraining order against Kelly. Or Kelly called 911. Kelly called 911, but she had actually put her hands on the lady. So the lady ended up getting a restraining order against Kelly. And now that the lady got the restraining order, Kelly felt it would be safer if she moved, because clearly they live in the same neighborhood, and just walking out the door would probably be a violation of the restraining order. And then the lady could get her locked up like T.S. Madison got D.L. Whisperer locked up over a technicality, and she didn't want to do that. People be playing with the legal system sometimes. But there's that. He said, when did she get her daughter a car? I don't know, but that was the news thing said that it was her daughter's car that had a boot on it. That's what the news has said. So I don't know when she actually got the car or what, but that's what happened. He said, I can't stand women like that. Let men take care of everything, and then when the man dies or leaves them, they're stuck looking stupid. I would never let a man have that kind of control over my life. Okay, Paige, never ever. You said Kelly has not had money for years. She ain't fooling nobody. Well, I mean, she got a little check coming in with the housewives. And that's why I'm like, well, how much you making that you can't afford to pay $4,000? But $4,000. I can't imagine Kelly fighting anyone. You can't. Kelly is loud. Remember, she almost tried to fight Porsha. she put the glass in Porsha's face. I don't believe Kelly broke. My opinion, Kelly needs help balancing her budget. Okay. Why can't Kelly move in with Shamea? She got a lot of room. Why would I wouldn't let Kelly move in my house. If I got another house over here, why would I let you move in my house? She let her move into her investment property. And as a married woman, you wouldn't let no woman move in your house. Are you crazy? Anywho, moving on. Let me see. You said she's going to have to start an OnlyFans. Lord, not Miss Proportions. Kelly is delusional and a blue collar worker. Lord, ain't nothing wrong with blue collars. Kelly is a fool in that t-shirt. Well, she's on a budget. She is balling on a budget. Word on the street is Kelly wants Gerald. Okay, Kelly is another Porsha eyeing her co-worker's husband. That's a mess. So, there's that. She went and, I told you about the real estate agent. Yeah. So now let's go back to Angela. No, let's go to K. What's face, child. K. What's face. K. What's a face and this botch BBL is getting on my last nerve. That's all we hear about Kate What's her face is about her leaky booty and her smelly kitty cat. And apparently her leaky booty is what's really smelling because she said that she had sat down and the damn chair was soaked because her infected wound was spilling out all over everything. So now she's finally got it fixed, allegedly. But she's left with scars and indentations and all of the above because they were trying to get the silicone out her butt and they left it botched. And I don't understand how they can get the silicone out. If they shooting a fix a flat in there, right? How they get it out? Do they just what they do? Scrape it out? Like how they get it out? If it's all in your bloodstream, going down in your veins and stuff, like it's just a mess. So the doctor try to do the best he can. I guess scrape it out, cut it out, cut some fat out. I don't know. But apparently it made her butt look crazy. Okay, that's what she said. She said her butt looked crazy, and now she wants some reconstruction. She want to know what's the next step. Can she get some more? Can she get some implants like Kenya Moore? What can she do? And it's like, girl, haven't you done enough? Like, who is looking at your ass anyway? I don't understand. Why do you need to put a silicone implant in your ass? Now, the doctor even said that I don't suggest that you go the silicone implant routes, okay? Especially after everything that you've been through. But doctors are there to make some money. He is a cosmetic surgeon. He didn't say don't do nothing. He was like, but what I will suggest, what I will suggest, we got these fat cells, okay, that's regenerated that we can pull off the shelf and we can inject this fake fat into your butt. I'm like, wait a minute. The doctor didn't say don't do nothing. You're fine. I didn't already fix the open wound or whatever. I done sewed it up. I done scraped out what I can scrape out. Please go live your life and be happy. Okay. But anyway, he said he'll do it. She wanted. Look, she paid for it. He'll do it. So there's that. They should stop the people from getting butt job after butt job after butt job. Look, we saw Michael Jackson go through it. We saw Lil Kim. We saw everybody keep getting all of these surgeries just because the doctors would take their money. Okay. I'm gonna need somebody to have some sense and walk away from the knife occasionally. I'm just saying it's just a mess. And she's saying that her injuries and the situation that she's dealing with is lifelong from having fix a flat back alley fix a flat injected in your butt and you got to live with that and the pain and all of that and now you want to go and do something else. How dumb is you? Okay, that's what I want to know. How stupid are you? You said poor Kay, she should run from the surgeon's table. She should, because he had dollar signs in his eyes. He was like, I don't think you should do silicone. But what I do suggest, I got this fat, it's real fat transfers. I can pull it out the wire. It's been clean. It come from other people, but I can insert that in you. It's like, girl, go away. Go away from me with this Apollo. You said K Michelle is making things up. Even all the girls are looking at her sideways. Look, she is just insane in the membrane. Okay. First of all, she came on there talking about it was a plot against her and her vagina. Then she said that Porsha was plotting against her with her ex. And now she on a mission saying that Shamea don't want her to hang out with her friends. It's like, girl, I wouldn't want you to hang out with my friends either with that leaky booty. You said it was just leaking. Why another surgery? I don't know. I guess she just wanted to look better, child. That's what she said. She is so insecure. She is. She already bleached her skin white. What else? What more do you want, Kate? What's her face? She is a whole white lady now. He did say she has no fat. Okay, she has no fat, so she should use other people's fat. That's smart. That's real smart. Patients should be required to get psychiatric evaluations before plastic surgery, like bariatric surgery. Okay. She had a nerve to say she loves sausages. LOL. Memphis sausages with a leaking booty. Oh, that mess in her behind is probably why she is cuckoo. Yeah, because it's in her bloodstream. It's probably been up to her brain. She probably ain't thinking right. K Michelle is the type of person you think is so intelligent for the first 5 minutes of knowing her. Then it's all downhill. There are some people that sound smart to stupid people. let me stop. But she one of them kind of people. She sounds smart to people who don't know no better. Okay. And she clearly don't know no better if you will subject yourself to all these various surgeries and cosmetic procedures as if, it's making your life better. Child, you done got 15 nose jobs, 15 butt jobs, 15 boob jobs, glutathione, whatever that crap called, injections, child, lip injections, all of the above. When does it stop? Anyway, moving on. That was about her doctor's visit, and I was just like, who cares, child? Angela, as you know, this was Angela's episode because we got too much of Angela. We got in addition to getting Angela, we got Angela's daughter. And I'm like, why did Angela's daughter need a confessional? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is going on that Angela's daughter Amari, hold on, let me find it. The people on Reddit was dragging her too. That Angela's daughter Amari had a confessional, and they are talking about her confessional look. I'm like, poor Amari. I mean, she grown though. I guess she married with a whole wife. Okay, they was talking about she looked like she got, what they say? Hold on, let me open it up. They said this poor lady looks like she has a pair of tights flung over her shoulder. But she looks incredible. The hair, the mug, overall, but the dress looked like some tights. I didn't even notice the dress, honestly. I was just surprised that Angela's daughter had a confessional because I'm like, why? Why is she there? I just don't get it. You said Amari is a spoiled brat. Okay. Do you feel that Angela is homophobic? No, I don't know. I'm tired of people overuse that. If Angela is homophobic, then her daughter is homophobic because her daughter in the confessional said that it would be easier if it was a man, but because she married a woman, it's uncomfortable having that conversation with her siblings. So is that homophobic? I don't know. Y'all label everything homophobic. But Angela is trying to force her daughter to, tell her siblings that her wife that she is now married to was actually her best friend from elementary school that has been her friend for decades. And so, she doesn't feel like she needs to tell her siblings. Like, why tell them? What's the point? But Angela is really hell bent on getting Amari to say something, and I don't understand why. I think it's just a storyline. You said Angela admitted to Andy that the siblings probably already know. Okay, all right. You said Amari is manipulative. Oh, okay. I think she's still upset she wasn't included in the wedding. Okay, well the siblings weren't either, were they? Thank you for the super chat, Houston Foodie. What did it say? Hold on, did I miss it? Houston Foodie has said she misspelled opportunity at the basketball. Lord, not misspelled opportunity. He said it was the sun at the steps for me. Okay, so the two met. Well, they were sitting in Angela's living room and they was talking about it. And Angela was trying to convince her to tell her siblings, and she was like, "Well, why should I tell them? I don't understand." And while they was talking, Angela's son was peeking around the stairs, peeking downstairs. So it's like, child, he already knows. He's just looking. Um, Meanwhile, Angela and Amari also decided to attend some type of counseling with Dr. Wendy. Like, I don't know who Dr. Wendy is or where she came from, but Dr. Wendy is now Angela's therapist, and Angela be meeting with Dr. Wendy to, help her get through the grief of losing her mother. Amari joins her in a therapy session. They get on Zoom. They admit that the mom was actually the mediator between the two and actually helped them communicate with each other. Now that Angela's mom is gone, it's hard for them to communicate, and there's some type of breakdown and they don't know how to handle it. The therapist said they should look into each other's eyes, tell each other how they really feel. They seem to have moved past that, got along or whatever, but she still don't want to tell her siblings. And she really doesn't have to. I don't understand. You said Angela has been seeing Dr. Wendy since last season. Oh, okay. Amari is trying to understand her sexuality, so it's understandable how she feels. Well, how is she trying to understand it when she married? It's not like she is out there just playing around and experimenting. She is married, so I don't think that she's trying to understand. I think she knows what her sexuality is. You said that scene was boring. You skipped. It was. I'm just trying to be do my due diligence. Okay. Moving on. The Belly Bowl 2.0. It was named Maggie Madness. Charles Oakley is the referee. We finally get to see some Charles in this episode. Charles and Angela, they was doing the confessional. They looked happy. Okay, Charles was laughing and having fun with the ladies. Okay, Angela has every lady had their own team. Okay, Angela has professional ballers on her team. Okay, Cynthia has her boyfriend La Prince and her glam squad. Pinky has her husband and his cheesesteak business partners. They look like the fat boys, but that ain't, it is what it is. They probably eat a lot of cheesesteaks. And that's what's crazy too. Pinky don't be dragging her husband for eating them damn cheesesteaks. Okay. But I'm digressing. Shamea brings pretty much her entire family. It was Drew and her glam squad. And did you see Freedom with that BBL? Child, Freedom is makeup artist that's real messy and stuff. And he was walking down there with that BBL. He the one that went to the internet and accused Drew of not paying the IRS, but apparently they made up because now Drew got him down to the belly bowl. Now Porsha said she just brought Mike and that she was probably gonna get some people from the neighborhood to help them. But I'm like, well, why you bring Mike? Why you didn't bring Sway? Well, it was look, Porsha got a team. Porsha could have brought Mike, Sway, Dennis, her mama, her sister. Like Porsha had a team. Where was Porsha's people, and why did she just bring Mike? I don't know. She probably felt like she had paid him for the season, and she needed to use him, some kind of way. So she just brought Mike. Phaedra brought I don't know who all that was with Phaedra, but she did bring Apollo's bonus son Trey. Apollo got a bonus son and they was doing a podcast together. Apparently Apollo had a son before him and Phaedra got married, but he didn't find out about him till the son was 21. And so, she brought Trey. Now the ladies all had their own teams and team names. You said you got bored with the whole show. Well, listen. Don't be bored with me. I'm trying to, you don't have to watch it then if I'm telling you about it. The team name, the team names, Pinky's team name was Chatty Patty, and you know why? Because you talk a lot. Phaedra's team name was the Godfathers, and you know why? Because Angela labeled her the Godfather last season. Kelly's team name was the Minions, and you know why? Because she calls Kelli Shamea's minion, and Kelli in her confessional said that she called her minion because that's what her desired foot size should be. Kelli throwing Shamea shade towards Angela was interesting. Kay what's her face team name? I don't even know who those people were with Kay what's face. I think she had her husband, the dentist, there, but I don't know them other people. But her team name was Blind Opposition. Because apparently, she feel like everybody is against her and she can't see. Shamea's team name was Team Sasquatch, and you know why? Because Shamea called Angela Bigfoot and all that. Porsha, I didn't hear no team name for Porsha. I thought that was interesting because Porsha only had Mike with her. Maybe they couldn't come up with nobody from the neighborhood. It was just her and Mike, so they didn't have a team. I don't know. But if they did have a team, y'all let me know in the comments that Porsha have a team name, because I went back and rewatched it just to try to find out if Porsha and Mike had a team name, and I didn't see one. You said Angela. Oh wait, you didn't say that. I said that. You said I think the name was Shady, but from them they don't care. Okay, you said Kay what's her face could not even take the joke of blind opposition. Okay, she is just in her feelings about everything. I'm so tired of her. Why did Kelli show up with socks and stilettos? I mean, she's short. I guess she needed some height to try to do something. I don't know. Kelli trying to show that she's still stylish, even if she ain't got no money. That's probably all Kelli had in the closet. Kelli is in transition. She trying to move and stuff. She can't get all the stuff out the box. She pulled them socks out. Okay. She got her team t-shirt and some shorts. And she was like, I'm gonna make this work. Okay. But what was funny is Phaedra shading her new client in her confessional. Phaedra said that only prostitutes and whores wear socks with stilettos, honey. I'm like, damn, Phaedra, you calling everybody a whore these days. She called Porsha a whore. Like the first couple of episodes, she said, Porsha, if you got that money, Porsha got the honey. And now she calling Kelli a whore. What's up with Phaedra and the whore comments? But anyway, I'm digressing. Let me see. Oh, in the confessional, finally we get to see Charles and Angela. I thought that their communication is cute. You know, we like Charles. I like Charles more than I like Angela, and so does Shamea, by the way. But anyway, I'm digressing. Angela explains to Charles why she named Shamea's team Sasquatch. She said she did it, because she was what she said about her shoe size. And Charles said, everybody know you got big feet. Like if you had little feet, you'll topple over. Hell, you 8 feet tall. Even Charles said that Angela is tall and she got big feet. So he like, so what? He like your big feet. Um, he also notes that there's some tension between Shamea and Angela's face was like, he ain't got a clue, and clearly he didn't. And during the Bailey Bowl, like Charles was referee, and Shamea was doing what she do, and apparently they know each other from the games and stuff. They are friends, but I'm digressing. Meanwhile, Angela wins the tournament because it was a 3-on-3. I don't even know how it was a tournament where all the teams going against each other until they got to the last segment of two teams going against each other. And Angela's NBA team won, which we fully expected. As Cynthia said, she don't know how Angela won her own event, but it is what it is. At the end of the Bailey Bowl, all of the teams were dismissed to go get some smoothies and some fruit snacks or whatever. And except for the captain. So this was like a little all cast kind of little thing. And they all like sat aside. I'm sorry, my phone rings here. They all like, did like a little side uh 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 scene while everybody else left. Now, it was interesting that, they was all thanking the captains and everybody and the team spirit and all of that. But then Angela had to come out hot, child. The first thing Angela do is claps back at Shamea. And Shamea, I've been told that you think that I'm coming for your marriage. And it's interesting that you would say that because of what you had said about seeing Charles outside. And Shamea is like, what the fuck? Like, and then after that, then Porsha trying to squash stuff, talking about some can we just move on or whatever? And then Angela admits that the issues between her and Shamea started with Porsha, and Shamea was like, see, I told you so, but it seemed like they cut that. And I'm like, we know that it all started from Porsha. Then Drew chimes in because Drew is Angela's backup, okay? And the people was like, well, Drew, we thought you and Shamea was cool. What had happened? And then Shamea said we was cool until Drew called me a lapdog again. And then here go Porsha. Well, who's lapdog? Who said that? And then who's lap? And apparently, again, it all falls back to Porsha. And now we see that everybody is gunning for Shamea because of Porsha. And if y'all are blind to that, I don't know. Y'all need to watch that final scene and tell me what y'all think, because I was like, everybody is clapping at Shamea, one after the other. And then Pinky even had to jump in because she don't do too much. She do talk a lot, but she don't be getting in the drama because she ain't had none. But she was like, let me get a piece. Okay. So she was like, well, Shamea, what's going on between you and K Michelle? Because I forgot to mention that K Michelle had met with Pinky and told Pinky about, I think I did talk about that last episode, and had told Pinky about, when they was out and how Shamea told her that her friends didn't want her really hanging with her. And then Shamea, I think on Carlos King, I saw a clip. Shamea said that's not what happened. Okay. Shamea said that her mama had met them out and that her and her mama was on her way to an event with Mama Joyce and Candy, and that Kay What's Her Face wanted to go. And then she asked Candy, can Kay What's Her Face go? And Candy was like, I don't want to do that. Even though Candy said that Kay What's Her Face would be good for the show, Candy said I ain't hanging out with her, okay? Because she's friends with Rashida and Toya in real life, and Shamea is not. So that didn't really have nothing to do with Shamea. Shamea was like, well, we got these tickets. We got to go. We already had plans. Thank you. It's been good hanging out with you. And apparently Kay What's Her Face was upset because she wanted that photo out with Candy. She really did. I feel like she wanted to rub that in Rashida's face that she was hanging out with Shamea and Kelly. Shamea and Candy, and Shamea and Candy cut it. Okay. Candy was like, she see through the drama and I ain't in it. I'm not being paid for this, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay. But I'm digressing now. So Pinky brings that up and she asked Shamea, like, are you and K What's Face good? Okay, because K What's Face had told Pinky, how she felt. And K What's Face sitting there and won't say nothing. Now you won't say nothing. First you say everybody got a plot against you. Now you see the plot against Shamea and you won't even speak up for your friend, your alleged friend, the only friend you got in the group. Okay. But she said she not gonna do it. She see everybody piling on, so she just gonna save her issues and tell her herself, because as a friend, you tell the person. No, as a friend, you would have spoke up while everybody else was dragging your friend. As a friend, you would have said, why are y'all doing this? I mean, but you did, because you ain't that kind of friend. But I digress. Now, in the final confessional, you got Shamea crying. Y'all done broke Shamea down, honey. Shamea is crying. She is in her feelings. She is saying that don't nobody want her to be in the friend group, and she don't understand why everybody is attacking her, and she feels alone, and she don't know what to do. And I'm like, see, I told y'all that's what they wanted. Now they got Shamea. I just want her to get activated. Okay. Look, dry them tears, girl, and put your boxing gloves on and get in the ring. Now, I don't know about y'all. You said Shamea is weak. Why she gotta be weak? Oh my God. Shamea got feelings like everybody else. Shamea, to me, is not fake and phony. Shamea is not putting on an act. Shamea is not putting on a mask to hide her feelings. She's actually showing you that she is upset. She was upset about the situation with Porsha last season. She's upset this season about everybody piling on about Porsha, even though apparently they agreed not to talk about each other. She's upset that she's the target, and now she's finally hit the wall. Okay, and scene. Let me know what y'all think about the episode. I'll put the link in for if anybody want to call in. I know it's getting late. It kind of ran a little long because I was diverting. You said Shamea is corny. Okay. Activate her now in the right way and tell the truth. Okay. Not she fake and phony. Y'all are just crazy. Now she thirsty and crocodile tears. Where are y'all's feelings? Y'all ain't got no feelings. Not y'all saying fake tears. Child, Michelle Brown preached for them in the back. I don't know why they won't pay no attention to me. And then they gonna come back 3 months later and say, Michelle, you was right. As soon as all the other content creators start regurgitating what I say, y'all gonna be like, Michelle said it. Michelle has said it. We ain't believe her, but Michelle has said it. But it is what it is. I haven't known myself to be wrong, but there's that. You said she keeps crying like she was in love with Porsha. I mean, I don't think she was in love with her. I just think the betrayal is a bit much. I mean, I think maybe she thought that Porsha would have her back. I don't know. And the jealous part of Porsha does not have her back. The jealous part of Porsha is like you need to sink or swim. Okay. Hold on, we got Mickey in the back. Hold on. Hey, Mickey, how you doing?
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel like it's been a minute.
It has. I've been out of
I've
town,
been
child.
waiting for you. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, so what do you think? What's going on? What did you think about this episode?
Child, the Shamea takedown has been so exhausting. It's been the pylon, the social media backlash, the hatred is so forced.
Yeah.
And they're dragging it
too.
so much. Angela, I like her, but to me, she's giving baby Kenya at this point.
Mm.
She's giving me major mean girl vibes.
But
You know?
Kenya, I mean, even though Kenya is strategic, Kenya wasn't like sneaky with her stuff. She was really upfront with it. Angela, to me, seems like she's sneaky with the stuff that
Yeah,
she
no, Angela is a mixture of Phaedra and Shereé.
Mm.
She's like the bone collector, but then like she's sneaky. She
Uh-huh.
gives you that Phaedra sneakiness. But then lately, I feel like the way she's coming at Shamea is giving me Kenya all over again. Like this whole thing is kind of reminding me of like Porsha and Kenya, like the early years, where it's just gonna like it's carrying on from season to season to season to the point where I'm just like, wait, how did their beef even start? You know, because Porsha and Kenya were going at it for years to the point where did all of that originate from? All I remember was she
Mhm.
just called her Miss America, and then all hell broke loose. And even with Shamea and um, Angela, is like I remember last season they said, you know, she was laughing at the fact that Portia said she wanted to F Charles. And then now here we are with all of these allegations and insults and body shaming and all of that. But it's just
Mhm.
really like watching them like really pile on her is very, very like cringy at this point. And Kelly, like, what are you doing? Like, isn't this your friend?
Right.
Like, you were so rah rah with Portia. Like, why aren't you defending your friend? To me, I'm starting to get tired of Angela versus Shamea.
Mhm.
Why does
Like
Shamea?
Shamea has to fight her own battles. You're right. I didn't even think about Kelly not saying nothing. Like why is it that they allow this to go on unless they cut those parts out? But from what we see, what's the final, produced episode is that everybody is saying it's Shamea and nobody's like coming to support her.
Yeah, even especially the final scene. Even Pinky was just like, "So, like you and Kay, like what's going on?" And I'm like, "Wait, is this y'all really?" Now, I will say though, Shamia acting clueless with the whole K Michelle thing. Girl, you know that lady run her mouth. You knew that she was gonna go and tell everybody about you saying Candy don't want you to be around and stuff like that. So you acting oblivious is not really gonna help you.
But it's crazy how I don't I think that too, like a lot of stuff that they do when the cameras aren't rolling don't necessarily make it back to the show, especially if they were literally just hanging out. Like, Portia might hang out with, Angela or whoever. I'm just using that as an example. I've never seen them hang out. But at the end of the day, it don't necessarily comes back. A lot of stuff don't get interjected into storyline. So it was just interesting that it did that when Shamea tried to bring up those texts that Portia sent her, you see how that got shut down, and that didn't happen on screen. So it's like, why is it that some things can be brought back and some things they leave on the cutting room floor, or
Yeah.
or
And
leave out of it?
that's part of what Shamia is saying, that it's okay for Portia to be like, hey, like, I'm not trying, I don't want to talk about Shamia. Let's not go there. Like, let's just keep it cute, whatever. Like, they give her grace. But when Shamia says it, they have a problem. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I feel like everybody's jumping on the Portia bandwagon because they know, like, essentially right now, Portia, she's popping. You know, Portia, she's the face of the show. Andy loves her. The network loves her. You know, she's getting a lot of opportunities. She's been around for a long time. That's why I think even Angela jumped ship, because Angela's real problem should be with Portia, but she forgave.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And
And she
now,
not gonna come for Portia.
you know what I mean? She's not
Especially
going
since
to do
Drew
that.
is now team Portia and Cynthia is team Portia. It's like they all on the team. Angela wanna be team Portia too.
Yeah, and I feel like even like with Drew and Portia, it just showed you how fake that storyline was last season with like Dennis and her breaking the fourth wall and her being fake mad that they were filming together. Is like, child, if you don't stop it. Because if you had beef with Drew last season, now you want to put money in her pocket. It's just weird. Like
And
all of
then
a
people are
sudden.
like, if you tell me my husband is outside, your husband was outside. That didn't imply that he was with somebody else, unless you think he with somebody else. He do be outside. Hell, it is what it is. But as far as your husband being outside versus you fucking Hawks players or you fucking Falcons players, I think that's two different things. She didn't say your husband was fucking somebody else. She said she saw your husband outside. And if she saw him outside, she was outside too. Okay. It is what it is. Even swap, no swindle. But why would you say that, she is having sex with Hawks players and Falcons players knowing that she works for those organizations? That's messed up.
And can we stop with rumors with no receipts?
Yep.
Just stop it. Like, to
No
me,
receipts.
I think Portia is telling her this alleged tea. and that's why she's standing on it. You know what I mean? And that's why even at Phaedra house, she kind of walked away. She didn't want to incriminate herself. But yeah, Angela girl is giving mean girl is, and it's only gonna get worse. I think in Scotland they already put out, like, they keep on putting out these damn previews. You know, I think it's only gonna get worse. To me, Shamea girl, I just feel like they're just playing the reality TV game in politics better than her. I think Shamea, even from watching the Carlos King interview, she just thinks that this is one big sorority, and oh, and I thought it was gonna be like this, and then this happened, and oh my god,
But
and
that's probably the
loyalty,
way
and
it used to be. There used to
yeah,
be,
back in
like,
the day,
some type of, solidarity
sisterhood,
between the
yeah.
ladies and stuff, but now it's like everybody's for themselves.
Everybody's for themselves. All of it is like fake drama. Whereas back in the day, you had no reference point. These girls are coming in as fans and they're trying to use Portia's sayings against her. Phaedra's sayings against her. You know what I mean? They've been fans. But back in the day it worked because there was nobody was a fan of no one. There was no reference point. You know what I mean? Now it's like Kelly saying 265 days a year. And then, even Angela with the lapdog thing. Like, these are all things of the past. You know what I mean? But I think Shamea, because she was in the background for so long, she just thought that, oh, like, we're keeping it 100. We're all keeping it real. But now, the show is just different. But they're just playing the game better than her. And I think now, hopefully, reunion, she'll come ready, and she'll probably
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in Scotland.
oh yeah, oh, I think it's gonna get worse. Her and
I'm
Porsha with
looking
the
forward to that.
mamas, even though
I
to
wish they
me,
just fast forward to everything and just fast forward to the reunion. I'm tired.
I'm so
Maybe
tired.
the ratings will go up since they releasing all these clips.
Yeah, there's so many clips. It's like, what are we gonna watch on Sunday?
Okay.
You
They
know?
released the clip of them at the airport. They released the clip of Angela and Shamea get into it. They released like 3 different clips for next week's episode. And it's like, damn. And we'll watch them in a minute, but yeah.
But it's like it's just too much.
Mhm.
Kelly girl, Kelly, I never want to see you stunt on the show ever again. How do you go from 17 bags for the 17th birthday of your daughter to being damn near homeless to having an imaginary boyfriend, spending 70,000 on fake teeth, to then moving in Shamea's townhouse, then meeting with the financial advisor, meeting with the realtor, spending all this money? Like, what's going on? Kelly girl, what is going on? It's like, I think she's just trying to keep it up for the show. And she still looks a mess. That's the thing. You spent all this money on the upkeep, maintenance, hair, makeup, clothes, whatever, and you still look a mess. It's Kelly. I don't know, girl. It's just the humiliation ritual just keeps on coming.
It does. Well, all right, friend. Let me go ahead and get into these clips before I go. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Hold on, we got LaShawn in the building. Hello, LaShawn.
Hello, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I want to chime in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just in disbelief with all the Shamea hate. It makes no sense to me. The writing, everything is on the wall. Porsha is running this show with all of her minions, meaning you got
You got
Drew,
Cynthia
the
with the
minion,
wig line and
you
Drew
got
with the wig
Cynthia.
line.
Yes. I mean, it's so obvious. They're going to be team Porsha anyway because she's on Portia's pay. They're on Portia's payroll.
Yep.
It's just funny how people are overlooking that. Last year, Porsha couldn't stand. Last season, Porsha couldn't stand Drew. Porsha had it all out for Drew. Drew was not really feeling Porsha. So now all of a sudden it's like, okay, now they're all best buddies. And
Yep.
here
Remember,
comes
Porsha was mad that Drew even said that Drew even took a picture saying that she had go naked hair in her head. Like, how dare you? You remember that last
it,
season?
exactly. What how quick do we forget? And
Mhm.
then not only that, Angela is just I think Angela is just trying to be seen because in the Angela and Shamea thing is falling too dead because I mean enough is enough.
Yeah.
Okay, this lady has said that she would sleep with your husband. You have easily forgiven her. But what I think that is she's trying to keep the enemies close. She's keeping that Porsha close to her
Mm.
because she's scared of what Porsha may do or if she knows that it's already out there. But I just think everybody's just being ridiculous with getting on Shamea. Shamea is a genuine, you could tell she's genuine and she's just trying to be a girl's girl. And they're not receiving it. She's the ultimate real housewife of Atlanta because she has the lifestyle that those ladies want. Porsha actually wants to live that Shamea lifestyle. She tried to get it with Simon. That did not work. So therefore that fell flat. Porsha did not want Shamea on The Housewife because she knew behind the scenes what we didn't know, that Shamea was living such a lavish lifestyle. So now that it's being brought up to the front, her lifestyle fell flat with Simon. Now it's like, okay, this season, Porsha doesn't know what to do because she don't have too much to stand on because her lifestyle, what she thought she'd be living with Simon, is no longer there. And Shamea's is still in place. So, I mean, come on now. Who's the real housewife?
That's what I said. They'll see it eventually.
And I mean, everybody's just like, oh, Porsha, this Porsha is just no. Shamea was actually a good friend to Porsha. That's why Porsha did not want. I mean, Porsha basically didn't want Shamea on there because it was a interview she did, and she said that Shamea said that Porsha asked that she not be on there. She said, "This is my thing, Real Housewives is my thing. You should probably,
And for those people who say that they were friends, do you think a friend would stop you from an opportunity?
no,
Like,
not
why?
a real
Yeah,
friend,
yeah,
not a real
exactly.
friend,
Mhm.
because who wouldn't want
I
their
wouldn't
real
imagine
friend to
telling my
shine?
friend, "This is my thing. Why you wanna do this? I do this." No, if we all can make money. Come on. You don't own this
Exactly. We
show.
get this money together if we're real friends. Why are
Mhm.
you trying to stop me from, getting onto the money too? We're supposed to be girls. And then
And the
Shamia,
crazy thing is, ideally, producers or casting want people who are associated with, the current cast. So why wouldn't you want a real friend on there or somebody who knows you in real life? Unless your
right.
life is
Is
shady and you don't want nobody to really know the real you.
exactly. That's
Mhm.
the thing. Shamia knows the real Portia.
Mhm. I
So
agree.
that's that. And they can keep saying, oh, Shamia this, Shamia that. Everybody's drinking the Porsche juice, so they're swayed by the Porsche juice, but that's okay. But it'll come out like you said, Michelle. That's all I want to
Mhm.
say.
I mean, we gonna always have our opinion, and Portia probably gonna always get, or at least this season, get the good edit because she
Hmm.
has that 360 deal. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They invested a lot in Portia, so they're not trying to, have Portia go through like a smear campaign. So I feel like that's why they're targeting Shamea because Shamea could ruin whatever they had going on with Portia if just by speaking whatever is true. I don't
And
know. We'll see.
exactly. And this is my last point I'm gonna make. Portia is also getting her minions to play the part of trying to apply that pressure to Shamea. So Shamea don't want to be on the housewife anymore anyway. They're trying to run her, basically trying to run her away.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it seemed like it's working, but I hope Shamea comes back and realize that they're trying to push her away because she's actually shining. Shamea is a beautiful Black woman with a great lifestyle, and you know, a lot of their lifestyles have fallen apart, and hers is still standing. So to me, she's
that man
pretty
loves
much
Shamea, honey. They've been
it
together
loves
almost 10
Shamea,
years.
loves her dirty
So
draws, and
and I, you know, it just irks me when I see people. Oh, he's mean. He don't want her, and Shamea don't love her like child. They've been together for 10 years.
it's
Like this is not
exactly.
you know, day by night situation like Porsha, like just a few months or whatever. So when people say that, it just irks me. Y'all don't see.
And hence to Nene Leakes. Her and Grant Leakes had that perfect, great lifestyle as well that the ladies like. Their bum, it was tight. So my thing is, it's a lot of hating for those real housewives of Atlanta. So I'm going to go, but thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for chiming in, LaShawn.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Hello. Did she say Nene Leakes and Greg Leakes have the lifestyle that everybody wanted? Uh, did she really say that? This is when can you hear me, Michelle?
I can hear you.
This is what I'm talking about when I say the word peasants. This is exactly what I'm talking about. She said they got the lifestyle that Nene Leakes and Greg Leakes had a lifestyle that everybody wanted. That lady that just hung up is delusional. And that's what I mean about the word
Well,
peasants.
can you give us some insight into how you feel? This is not about Nene. I'm talking about this season. Okay. How do you feel? You come on here talking about what the previous caller said. What are you saying?
Okay, I called to say one thing. So I was in your live yesterday, ATLien. I was talking to you inside. I just want to say, your niece, that little girl, she is very, very smart. And I'm like, dang, that little girl. I remember when I used to watch her show during COVID, she was a baby. Now she like, older. That's crazy how she can read what I wrote. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Harvard grad. I'm that's kind
She
of
be
crazy.
reading
I
her
was like,
vocabulary words. We be practicing.
you said what?
She be reading her vocabulary words. We be practicing.
Or is she trying to take over the scamming business? And I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your
Yeah, she
family.
gonna take over straight from the A.
Okay. But then I want to say one more thing too. I got two things to say. Like, the other thing I want to say is about the okay. Well, before I say what I want to say one more thing. Like, last time I called here, it's like, you have mods in your chat, right? And thank God for Side Eye because she kept putting the StreamYard up. But you got this one particular mod, right, Michelle? Like, instead of modding, this African booty scratcher just keep like my name in his mouth. Like, I just don't understand. Like, when someone don't know you and they don't, we don't know each other, why every time you write a comment it's about me? Share the link. Do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You
The
just
African booty.
disrespected a whole country. Are you serious?
I'm talking about him. That's what I'm talking about. Your mod. Like, share the link. Stop worrying about what I got going on. That's the second thing. And what I really call for, I don't watch the show. And I apologize to the country, not the person. Everything I said, I meant. And what did I call you for? Okay, like, Michelle, it's like, I don't know if it's like low self-esteem you have with being brown skin or whatever, but I like you the only brown skin, dark brown person I know that always make like, oh, they talk about us, this, that,
You
they
do
talk
realize
about us.
this is YouTube and this is about opinions, right? You do realize that.
You trying to you like to play a pity
You do
party.
realize I talk about
You,
things to create conversation. Do you not realize
yeah,
that
but it's not
part?
true. Don't nobody go around like, oh, I don't
Well, if
like
it's not
dark
true,
skinned
say it in the
people.
comments. I don't
I don't
care.
like.
You think it's
I'm
not true?
talking to
You think
you.
it's not true?
You put this.
Thank you, Jeremy. I was waiting on somebody to say that.
What did they say? I can't see. What
Africa
did
is
they
a
say?
continent.
Okay, well, the African booty scratching moderator, she know who I'm talking about.
Oh gosh. Anyway, Dre, what is going
I'm
on?
just saying though, like, stop. You want to have a pity fest? Oh, she dark skinned. They always say blah blah blah. I don't feel sorry for y'all. I'm sorry. I don't. No, I'm not sorry. I don't
Why?
feel sorry
Because
for
you
y'all.
light skinned with a
You,
bald head?
I'm. I'm not light skinned. I'm brown skinned. The same complexion as you. It's like, You crying.
You
I
are
never
not the
had that
same
issue.
complexion as me. I saw your picture.
I went to an all white school all my life. I never felt
What's
like,
that got to do with your complexion? That you went to all white
that.
school?
But you know
Why
why
is
y'all
whiteness the comparison of what's great? What is white? What is going to an all white school got to do with this
what I'm
conversation?
saying? I never been in a class with Brad and Amy and Heather and said, "Dang, I hate being dark
Well, that's your
skinned."
fault. Maybe you should
I
have been
never
in a
had
class filled with
and
African
I grew
American
up in
people, and you
Alpharetta,
would have
Georgia.
learned a little bit more about the
Michelle, I grew
culture
up in
as opposed to
Alpharetta,
being in an
Georgia. You
all
want
white
people
school.
to
Maybe
feel
you are
bad.
lacking.
Michelle, I'm not here to argue with you. You want people to feel bad. Oh, this, all that. I'm not having a pity fest with you.
I'm
If
not
people don't
either.
like Shamea,
I
it's
thought we
not
were
because
having a conversation, right?
Michelle, if people don't like Shamea, it's not because of what color she is, because she brown
Okay.
skin. Stop making
Okay.
excuses. You a
Okay.
typical Democrat. And one more thing I want to say before I go, because you make me mad. Um, what was I about to say? Okay,
Okay,
so
MAGA mammy. What
I'm
you
not
had?
MAGA. I'm not MAGA no more. I pay a lot of bills now. I'm not MAGA no more. But one more thing I want to say, you about how like black women get how can I say, well, brown skinned black women get like what do you call it, Michelle, when people say one word, everybody like they put you on the same boat. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Maybe we should ask your niece because she seemed like she's smarter than a
I
fifth
know it's
grade.
probably one of her vocabulary words.
Yeah, I can't. She is very, very smart. I was really impressed. I'm like, dang, she. And then, yeah, that's a smart little girl. But um, yeah, I forgot Michelle. But the thing is, like the last time I called the lady who was like going in and cussing y'all for no reason. This is how come y'all get that. She was brown
Were you
skinned.
looking for the word stereotype?
Yes, yes, yes. Who
Okay.
said it? Who said it?
Miss Z.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Shout out to her. Yeah, stereotype. Because
Okay.
I remember like the last time I called the lady who looked like Whoopi Goldberg mixed with Harriet Tubman, she was like cussing and doing all that. That's how come it's stereotype, because you have people like our skin complexion, but they're ladies and you're a lady, so that's how come y'all stereotype. It's another word too. And that's how come y'all, people you claim treat you the way that they do. I've never seen it. I the only
Well, you are a black woman. How would you see it?
Michelle, stop. Michelle, you want somebody to feel bad. You want somebody
How
to
would
clap
you
you.
see it? How
It's,
would you know the effects of colorism on black women if you're not a black woman? How
Michelle,
can you even
give
have an
us an
opinion on it?
example. Give us an example how what you experienced. Three
Oh,
examples. Because you said it since I've been calling you, and I've been calling you for years. So can we get three examples of
God. Just go through my content, child. I just don't even have the.
exactly? It should come off your head, out of your head. If you
It
experience
has.
that much,
It has. Just watch the
it should
replay.
have came out of your head. You
It
want
did.
somebody,
Watch
like
the
I said
replay. It
before,
did. I
you
explained
want
it
someone to
quite
have a pity fest where
efficiently
you,
during
oh
the first 30
Michelle,
minutes of
I'm so
this
sorry that you
2-hour live
experienced
stream.
that. No, I'm not doing that. You know, I ride with you the long way, but I'm not doing it. I'm not having no pity fest. Which party with you? I don't think you experienced that. I mean, and
Girl,
if you
your
did,
ass crazy. What's up, Michelle?
Hey,
Mr.
Mr.
Motivation,
Motivation.
can you just pack
Hey,
my bags, double pack my bags, and be
listen.
quiet for a
Hey,
second, please,
Michelle.
while I'm talking?
Hold on, wait a minute, Dre. Are you talking? I was gonna say, Dre, but listen, Michelle, your niece is smart. I was looking at that picture. I mean, that when you was over there, you was setting your phone down. She kept trying to get it. You was like, "Come on now, I'm talking." I said, Michelle, working. She been gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? But she's very smart. That little
I
girl
had
was
to take
bringing
her
them
in the house and said,
comments.
"Listen, I'm working. Sitting here and reading
No,
Yes,
vocabulary
no, Mr.
words."
I
Motivation.
said that, and then you got your was it your sister, your auntie that got on the phone? She had the phone. We was telling her, hey, and I heard you in that. I couldn't really hear everything you said, but I said, boy, that little girl she clocked in today, boy. She
You don't know,
working the shit.
Mr. Motivation. I was just kind of shocked because you remember when we used to call during the COVID days, the little girl was a baby,
She
and like
was.
when I seen her
I couldn't, but I didn't
yesterday, it
even
was
know that
like,
was her
dang, this
till you
little
just
girl is
said
really
that.
That
smart
was
to
6
be.
years. She's 6, so that was 6 years
Wow.
ago.
What year did
Yeah,
COVID
but
start?
2020.
Yep, 2020.
and she
Well,
was
yeah.
saying she said she read it like I was like, okay.
But I was gonna say about the topics though, Michelle, I enjoyed it. But the thing is, I feel like Miss Angela with her daughter Amari, that whole relationship, I feel like Miss Angela got like a old school mentality, but you know with the lifestyle and stuff, like if you gonna do that, you can't do that at my house and stuff like that. Like most parents, I'll just say most parents, you know what I'm saying? And so therefore, I feel like that's when she was like, well, you got to explain that to your niece and nephews, whatever, your brother and sister. And so I think that's what it was. I feel like her, and I could be wrong, I feel like her and Amari had differences about that. And so yeah, but it was all
So
right.
do you
But
think like people would call it Angela homophobic
I don't. I
for
think she's
even
old
having
school.
issues about it? Do you think she's homophobic?
I don't. But when you live in somebody else's house, you gotta abide by their rules. You know what I'm saying?
She
When
don't
you
live there no more.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like when she stayed with her, you could have done that. But when you grown and out my house, you can do what you want to do. Meaning be gay, whatever you choose to do with your life, you just can't do it in my house. That's how that's how yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't think she homophobic, but I do think hell boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah, if
What do you think
everybody got
about when
boundaries.
Amari said in her confessional that if it was a man, things would be different? The producer asked her, would things be different if she had married a man? And she was like, yes. Like, do you
I
feel like
believe
that was
that.
homophobic?
I believe that. I do believe that. Cause it's the
That it's
thing.
harder for her to discuss it because she married a woman and that she's embarrassed about it?
You talking about Miss Angela?
The Amari,
I
she
don't
acted
think
like
I
she was
don't think
embarrassed about it, and that's why she didn't tell her
I don't
siblings
think she's
because
embarrassed about it, but I feel like she's trying to protect her mom, if that makes sense in so many. And when I say that, not again, I don't think Angela's homophobic, but I do recall when that stuff that happened the last season with that
Mhm.
dude, and she was like, she don't know them punks or whatever. Remember that with her and Phaedra
Yes,
when
with Junebug. Yep.
yep, that's what I'm saying. It's the old
Uh,
school mentality. So she ain't
uh-huh.
wrong, but until you 18 and you in my house, you can't do that. But when you get out, you can do that. And I feel like she was like, I'm not gonna tell them kids that. You tell them that. Yeah, but I
Mm.
don't. Yeah, and so I think, and I think Shamea is getting a bad attitude though, for real. I think they
Yeah,
trying to make
it's evident.
everybody. That's why I feel like K Michelle was like, uh, I don't do teams, which is that's real. Everybody grown. And so I feel
Mhm.
like she probably see them all going underneath Porsha. And Kate, she her own, what I'm saying? She her own person. She got her own platform or whatever. So it's like I'm not gonna get on your bandwagon just because that's what
Mhm.
Drew and everybody else trying to do. And hell, Shamea darn show ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think
Mhm.
Porsha know that. Porsha, she's smart. Porsche ain't dog. I enjoyed that scene with her and Mama Diane when they were sitting on the couch or whatever, talking about the
Mhm.
house and stuff like that. But the episode, I give it probably like a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. All right,
You
Michelle, I'm
want to
going back
see?
in the chat.
Okay.
All
Good to
right,
talk to you,
Joy.
Mr. Motivation.
You say,
Thank you.
man, your ass girl. All right, you get out of here. Michelle kicked me off.
Okay. Y'all be cracking me up today.
Shit.
Hey, okay, Drake. What else you got to say,
You was
friend?
really talking to that grocery store worker? No, I'm just playing. Michelle.
You are so.
Nothing.
Have you
Michelle.
seen the preview for next week?
Michelle, I don't watch the show. I don't know nothing. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, why you be calling in? What is the
Because
point?
you want somebody to have a pity fest about. That's all I heard. I don't know. I don't care about the show. I thought we was boycotting because of Nene. What happened?
We still kind of boycott, but that don't mean we can't talk about it.
Michelle, I'm blocked on this page right here. I can't even write you on here. I'm telling you that mod of yours, I do not trust him, Michelle. Do not trust him. I'm telling you, something is not right with him. That's all your mods is cool. When it come to him, he be too busy. Every time he writes something about Drake, can you share the link? Can you like do what a mod's supposed to do? Where Princess AG train him or something? Like you supposed to put a
Why are you
StreamYard
always
link.
having issues with my people?
No,
This
only
ain't about them. This about you calling in.
it's
Watch
him. I'm
me.
telling you.
Don't worry
Because
about nobody else.
somebody blocked me and I know it was him. I just know it was him. I'm like, this day I can't even talk. And I got a twin sister. She in here too. Her name Drina. And she
That's your
probably
twin
blocked too.
sister.
Drina, you probably
Drina right
blocked
here.
too.
Drina, your twin sister.
Yes, she is. She probably. Oh, he ain't blocked you. Make sure she ain't blocked because he blocked me. I know he blocked me because he's the peasant. That's all I called you for, Michelle. I don't trust that. I'm telling you, it's something. This is why I want ICE to be in America. I don't trust you, bro. I do not trust you. I don't trust you, and I don't. I wouldn't trust him blocking everybody because that's what we. That's what he do.
Okay.
But yeah, I love you, Michelle.
Oh, you love me this week. Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
love you too,
cool. We
Dre.
cool. We
Okay.
cool. We
All
cool.
right.
We cool. Even though you was you act funny sometimes, but
I do.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But all right then, have a good night. I
All right.
don't
You too.
know how to get out. Oh, and shout out to Sade for sharing the link the last time I called too. She just kept sharing the link. That's what the African booty scratcher is supposed to do too.
Oh God. Okay. Bye, Dre.
You got to hang me up.
You don't even know how to hang up good. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. I was gonna look at the before we go. You know, we got a few minutes left and nobody's in the back. We can look at the trailer, and I am going to talk through it because y'all know Bravo loves to flag people and stuff. So y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Okay, I don't see nobody said it. Oh my God, nobody even said it. Okay, but oh well. Okay, somebody said it. There she go right there. Thank you, friend. Okay. Hold on. We gotta look at it. So this is from the next episode. They keep releasing all these damn teasers and stuff, and like I'm just like, dang, they might as well release the whole damn episode. So you know they getting ready to go to Scotland. Okay, they in the Atlanta airport. Okay, look. You said boots to the ground journalism. What happened? You said Bravo thinks it would make more people watch. You think it'll make more people watch if you already put the crux of everything on the air? Because my thing is, even this past episode is like the first 10, 15, 20 minutes we had already seen. It felt like we had already seen the episode to me. Finished after the first week, honey. Porsha was gone, okay?
Making the best of it this time. Look at this for my girl's birthday. So we got it.
Somebody said they should put Angela on the traders. I think Angela might make a good trader, okay? You said JetBlue goes to London for sure, okay? Phaedra with the darker hair looks better. Phaedra looks good with dark hair, okay? But you know, she likes the blonde, okay? She really loves that blonde hair. You said hope they show more of the home behind the scenes. Which home you talking about? You talking about Shamea house? We can look at Shamea house in a minute. Okay, you said they showing too much with these clips. Child, they didn't show the whole damn episode. Y'all don't even have to wait no more. But we gonna keep the heating blanket and everything. Child, hold on. We gonna keep watching. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit because this is a lot. Okay.
Beautiful man. Sean Connery, kilts, plaid. Are there black people in Scotland?
Oh God, I'm bored already. Okay. I was excited about Scotland. They think this gonna make me watch. Okay, thank you, Miss Kiki. They think this gonna make me watch. I remember back in the day, okay, what's the face leaked text that she was in love with Idris and she was blowing up his phone and he wouldn't answer her phone no more and she had slept with him one time and he wouldn't talk to her no more or something. I don't even know. But you know, people she said that the Breakfast Club actually said that it took away points from Idris for having slept with her. And I don't know, it might have. I don't know. Never heard of him before. Starboy Sobers Fitness. Starboy Sobers Fitness. So apparently he has is that a TikTok? Okay, he's a TikToker. Starboys Sobers Fitness. We might need to see what he talking about. He got dread. Okay, hold on. We getting all the tea in this 6 minutes. Okay, y'all remember that when Shamea and Drew, well, Pinky wanted Drew to try out for her movie to audition, and Shamea completed the audition, and Drew decided not to because she said that Pinky did not go through the proper channels and notify her management. Okay, because she's a real actress. And we even said back then that Pinky was gonna pick Shamea and make Drew look bad. And Drew probably peeped game and said, no, I'm not doing it. And so apparently she did pick Shamea, which we already knew she was. Already. Remember we said that Angela is on Shamea's neck, and now this is Shamea's moment. Okay, they are celebrating Shamea getting a role in Pinky's film, and the first thing Angela says is, "We all need a cameo." And that didn't. I don't know, Angela. I don't know about that, Angela. Angela got that little jealous look on her face too, because Shamea was enjoying it a little. we all should do a cameo. You said, is that the movie Trina and Shay was fighting over from Love and Hip Hop? I don't think so. I don't know. Pinky should have went. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know what you're talking about. Pinky should have went through the proper channels with her business. She now claims they're franchising in Detroit. Okay, well, Pinky is what it is. I don't know what's going on with Pinky. Did she have money? Did she don't have money? Is her houses being snatched up for the bankruptcy? Did she have $5 in her account? Does her husband have 5 million? We don't know, child. We just here watching. So that was the end of that 6-minute clip. Okay, what do y'all rate it? Y'all gonna tune in off the strength of that 6-minute clip? I don't know, but clearly they are in
Hey,
Scotland
Michelle,
now.
can
We
you hear
got two
me?
more
Because I
clips
can't
to
hear
watch.
you. Are you on mute?
I'm not on mute. No.
Michelle, we cannot hear you. I forgot to say something.
Oh shit. Did I go off?
Michelle, can you put
Hold
the
on.
StreamYard back up? I can't hear you.
Hold on.
I know the booty scratcher not.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all let me know if we are still on the line. Put a 1 in the chat when you can hear me.
Okay, can you
Hey
hear me
Dre.
now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Why do we say your it says suspended violation or
It
something?
it says stream unavailable, but if you refresh it, it will come back on.
That means this is a new video?
No, it's the same video. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. I just want to say one thing. Why did you want to know, do Pinky have money or not?
Because that's her story.
Oh, okay. Well, her husband do have money, and he's one of my
Okay.
mentors. I know he do have money. I know that for sure. And he's someone I truly do look up to. But anyway, off of that, and the other thing was oh, okay. So I had to go look up the brown skin stuff. Like, okay, like when it happened, when people was like hating on brown skin chicks, it was like doing back in the day, like Rosa Parks. Y'all know Rosa Parks is not the real Rosa Parks. It was somebody else that
Uh-huh.
was dark skinned and they wanted a lighter person. So that was back in the day. They have nothing to do with you. So you could stop with the pity party because we're not having it
What are
no
you
more. It's
talking about, Dre?
2026. About brown skin and light skin.
Okay.
Yeah, so you that had nothing to do with you. You wasn't even thought of when Rosa Parks was born. So, or on the bus when she had when the white guy wanted her to get up. So that had nothing to do with you. So we're not having a pity party in 2026 about Rosa Parks.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Dre.
About the brown skin and light skin. That's the only time it happened when Rosa Parks was really a dark skinned chick. It was somebody else's name. And then they went and got Rosa Parks because Rosa Parks was light skinned.
Are we back? This is not pre-recorded. Somebody saying it was pre-recorded. This is not pre-recorded original. Uh uh YouTube stops the stream when you play too much of a copyrighted thing, but they put it back up. So there's that. Go ahead. What you say now?
Yeah, Rosa Parks was somebody else. And then they wanted a light skinned lady, so they went and got Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks really was not on the bus.
What is you talking about?
About how you want people to feel bad for Shamea and other brown skinned, dark skinned ladies.
Why did you go back to that? It is 111. It is 111. Make a wish. No, this is not pre-recorded. This is live. YouTube took us down for a second, but we back. He came back. Dre came back, child.
Yes, I came back.
Okay,
Do
thank you
anybody
for
have a
our
problem
history.
with that? Because you could hit the stream yard. Oh wait, the booty scratcher probably won't put the stream yard up. But if he do, hit the stream yard if you got a
Can
problem
you
with it.
stop saying that, please, Dre? Thank you. Just
Okay,
do me a
okay, I can
favor.
stop saying that.
Thank
Well,
you.
but I really do mean that though. I can stop saying
Okay.
that.
I appreciate you meaning that. Okay.
Yeah, but all I was
They
saying was
said you
like,
talking about Claudette Colvin was a teenager, was a
yeah,
teenage
yeah,
mother. That's why Rosa Parks was selected. Okay.
exactly. That's what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about.
So what point are you trying to make?
Yeah, that was back then, Michelle. You want somebody to cry about dark skin, light skin today in
Oh
2026.
God.
That's not gonna happen.
Why did you start this colorism conversation all over
No,
again?
because no, because you wanted to you the one that brought it up, right?
Anything else, Dre?
No, I'm saying you wanted to bring it up. You the one that brought it up. You want people to feel sorry, and I'm just
I don't
telling you.
want nobody to feel
No,
sorry. I
you
want
been
people to
saying
be
it, Michelle.
aware.
Ever
I
since I've
don't
been
want
calling,
anybody to
you want to have a
feel
pity
sorry.
fest with it. You want to have a
I don't want
pity fest.
anyone to feel
Oh,
sorry. I want people to be aware and to notice things
now I
because
do
a
want to
lot
say
of
one
things
thing.
are unconscious biases that people have.
Now
So,
I do want to say one thing. I did hear before on the internet when you being talked about you and Tasha K was being talked about T.S. Madison, seeing some
what we
crazy
say?
stuff
What
about
happened?
that. When T.S. Madison said, I'm not gonna say what they said because it was on the internet. It was like, dang, he really did go in on both of y'all. But that's the only time I heard about that stuff. So you might have experienced that, but it's no need to keep crying about it. Just lift your head up, get over it, and keep it moving. But if
Thank
people
you,
don't
Dre.
like Shamia,
Appreciate it.
it had nothing to do with her skin color and nothing like that. They just don't
Okay.
like her. Stop making
Okay.
excuses.
All right.
All right, have a good one. You gotta let me down.
You just gonna come back. Thank you, Dre. Goodbye.
No, say see you later. I'm not no goodbye over here. I'm not dying or
See you
anything.
later, Dre. See you
Okay, see
later.
you
Goodbye.
later. That's
See you later.
better.
Uh-huh. Dre is our resident troll. Okay. If you would like to chime in, all you have to do is click the link that is in the chat. Hold on, I'll click it again. I would love to hear you chime in about this episode. I don't know where it stopped when I was playing that 6 minute clip. I didn't realize it was 6 minutes, chat. And it's two more clips that I would like to play, but I don't know what they're gonna do if I play it. Um, but there's also another clip where they were talking about, hold on. They were talking about Angela and Shamea, and Angela accused Shamea of talking behind the door. And then she comes and calls Shamea Shahoa. And that's another clip. That's a minute and a half. Child, I don't even want to play it. Hold on. But yeah, I ain't gonna play it because clearly they tripping. But y'all let me know. Is it gonna make you tune in to watch this next episode or not? And for the people who think that Shamea is jealous of Porsha, somebody had wrote that Shamea was jealous because of Portia's house. That's why she went and bought a bigger house. And I'm like, no, Shamea had her house first. What are y'all talking about? So a lot of people don't know that Shamea had her house first, which is interesting. And there's that. You said, speaking of keeping it moving, okay, hold on. Who is in this chat right here? Hold on. Man O'Keefe. Oh, they hung up. Okay. You said Cynthia and the ladies were talking about what was said, and the sprinter is where we left. Okay. Wasn't anything said in the sprinter. I wanted to see the fight with Shamea and Portia. Well, that they didn't have that clip yet. So hopefully, the clips that they have out, you can go to RHOA Talk on Instagram, and there are actually 3 clips that are out right now. There's a sneak peek of Shamea. I don't know. I'll show it to you, but I ain't gonna play it. There's a sneak peek with Shamea. Okay, right there. There it is, right there. And in this sneak peek, her and Kelly and Pinky are in a room and they are talking about something. And apparently, Angela overhears them. And then Angela comes to the door and says, "Say it to my face." And then Pinky comes out with an olive branch. It was like, "Didn't Shamea give you an olive branch before? Let's keep the peace." And then they flash back to last year when Shamea gave her an olive branch. And Angela was like, "Fuck that olive branch." And da 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 da. Da. And then Porsha comes in and says, it says, "What's going on?" And then Shamea and then was talking about Angela and Portia looking like she is shocked, like she don't know nothing, which is shocking to me because Portia knows everything. So Portia comes in like she is the savior of the day, honey, and said, "What is going on?" And then she said she gonna squash it. She said Angela gonna squash it, okay, with her butt on her back, honey. She said, hold on, she said, "What
Take
is
my wig
happening?"
off.
Okay. There's that child. So y'all can go watch that clip. Y'all can go watch that clip at your leisure. He said Shamea is definitely not jealous of Portia. It's the other way around. Okay. I mean, you think that. I think not. Okay. They done cut me off again, Lord. They done cut me off again. Mm. Hold on. Refresh. I'll be back in 60 seconds. Child, they keep playing with you, girl. I didn't even play the video this time. I didn't even play the video. Keep refreshing, child. I think we still up on our other streams. I think we still up on X and on whatever else. Hold on, let me refresh. Child, they be doing the most. Uh-huh. We can't even talk about the damn clips. Hold on. Oh, you said I never went out? Okay. Well, I went out on one channel. I might not have went out on the other one. Okay. Which channel are you watching on? She said it. Because they messing with me on the other channel. They messing with me on one channel. We back. Okay, we back. We are back on the other channel, child. Crazy. Isn't it crazy? We literally was just watching, looking at the pictures. We literally was just looking at the pictures. I'm not looking at no more pictures, child. I'm not looking at no more pictures. Um, okay. All right. Yes. R.I.P. Clive Davis. I did see where he passed away. I did. I did. And on that note, I guess that's my sign to call it a night, honey. Right. It is strange that they being so strict. Like, why release clips of the show if you don't want us to discuss it? I don't understand. So, but we here. If anybody want to click the stream, you can. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow though, because I said I was gonna do a live a couple of days this week because I know that I'm going out of town again Friday. I gotta go see my mom again. But we are here. You said Portia, wish Portia a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Portia, okay? Who is flagging you tonight? Bravo, child. Bravo. But we back. We back. Don't worry about it. He said the producers declassed the show. It is a no. Oh no, not it's a no. Somebody watching and a snitch. It's okay. It's all right. Not Bravo is behind it. Child, we will be just fine, and you will be able to watch the replay. Except those little segments will be clipped out. But if you're just getting here, we discussed the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, episode 12. I talked about how I felt like there was a concerted effort to humiliate and demean Shamea Morton. Some of you don't feel the same, and that's okay. But you know, one of us is right and one of us is wrong, and only time will tell which one it is. Okay. This episode was called The Glow Up Cost. And yeah, somebody said this was the best episode of the season. I don't know about that, but it was all right. Okay. Somebody said the episode before that was the best episode. And honey, the ratings went down. So we will see what the ratings look like too. You said, Michelle, are you gonna watch? I don't even know who that is. Z who? I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I don't even know who that is, child. I really don't be watching interviews like that. I haven't even watched Carlos' interview with Shamea yet. I only seen clips, and I would love to watch it. So we'll see. You said I'm right. I mean, I don't have to be right. I'm just here to let y'all think about some things and maybe possibly open up your mind and for you to think outside the box, because a lot of times what's presented to you in black and white is not what it really is. Okay. So definitely keep an open mind and know that not everything is roses over there when it comes to the things that Porsha is doing, and Shamea being the villain, and the way she's being edited is basically edited by producers, in my humble opinion. So we will see. You say you team Porsha 100% the baddest. Okay. You like Porsha? Okay. You said she is standing on the top. Shamea is not fired, child. You said I disagree. Shamea is her own problem. Child, here, look, hold on. Let me see something. Let me see something. Shamea's house. Yeah, we've seen Portia's house, but Shamea's house is the shit. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? I had it on my thing. I was looking at it. Hold on. Where's the Facebook? Facebook. There it is. Let me see if I can put it on here before I go. Child, look at this. And you know, Shamea already toured her house on Bravo. Look. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Shamea's house is amazing. And so for the people who think that she bought this house because of Porsha, that's a lie. Okay. She had the house before Porsha. She closed on her house at least a year before Simon bought Portia's house. Okay, this is when it was for sale. Okay, look, they got a whole theater room. They got somebody can take tickets down there. hmm And as you can see, this ain't Shamea's furniture. This was when it was for sale, child. So I just be looking at stuff on the internet. This is beautiful. It's actually a historic landmark. Okay, 20 something thousand square feet of wealth and opulence. Okay, you know, Shamea changed all of this. It don't even look like that no more, I'm sure. But there's the kitchen. I think she changed that too. Well, her kitchen still look like that. Okay. Yes, this is amazing. Look, that's I don't even know. That look like a wet bar somewhere. Okay, we just rolling through the house, child. These are the old Caucasians that used to live their furniture. Okay, this is not Shamea's furniture, but this is Shamea's house. Okay, look, she got a hot tub down there. That's the back right there. Then she got the pool area, honey. Child, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, then she got the spiral staircase. Okay, look at that. It go down 3 floors. Then she got the elevator. Child, that's upstairs. And that's another bedroom over there. I don't know. That's a spare bedroom. Then there's a little wet bar with snacks and stuff, child. Look at that chandelier. That's the master. Oh, I'm sorry, the primary. Okay. I don't know if she changed it or not, but this was when it was for sale. Okay. That looks like okay. Come through, shower head. There go that closet we be seeing on Shamea's. There go Gerald's closet. Gerald got a closet. Shamea got a closet. They got a gym down there. Shamea got a nail salon down there. Mm-hmm. This is amazing. Okay, look, she got a sauna. Okay, she got an area for look. They go to spa area. They go to salon area. Shamea got a whole hotel in her house. She got the St. Regis at home. she got she got a theater. Okay, you talk about mansion, 20 some thousand square feet. This is a man. This is a true mansion, and it's located in the heart of Buckhead. Okay, this is not a mansion in Lithonia, in Conyers. Okay, in Douglasville. This mansion is in the heart of Buckhead, honey. This is an estate. Okay, and there's that, honey. Hirsch was showing y'all back in the day. It ain't for sale no more. Cause Shamea and Gerald bought it up. But I just wanted to see it. Honey, you said just money all through that house. Okay, all through it. It's in the small details of the house, the chandeliers. And now Shamea got Versace wallpaper and all kind of stuff in there. She came in and redid the house. So again, that was before Shamea moved in. But I just like looking at real estate, because that's what we do over here. You said Michelle Shamea is still unhappy with her life. How you know is she unhappy? How you just gonna make up something and just project that on somebody that she is unhappy? I don't get that from Shamea. I don't get that at all. You said Kelli can put her palette right in one of those rooms. Now Kelli got the investment property way around the corner somewhere. She don't need to be in that house. He said the hood rat audience and black excellence so much. But anyway, I see who jealous. I see who be want Shamea's life jealous of material things. Be for real. I mean, listen, you saw the way Porsha fought tooth and nail to keep that house, and she kept it because she wanted to film in it. And now every scene that Porsha films is in the house. She filmed it with Mike in the bedroom. She films in the kitchen. That's all Porsha wanted was a house to film in because she knew Shamea was coming with her house. Y'all don't believe me, but pay attention. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. If you are just getting here, please rewind, watch the replay. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't visited my Patreon, do so. I went live earlier today on a little ride along with Patreon. We had a long discussion about some things that's been going on online. If you want to hear about the behind the scenes tea, about some other things that's been going on online, go over to my Patreon. I am ATLien. And yeah, I appreciate y'all, squad. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hype me up as well. Hype me, like me, share me, all of the above. Now go to sleep. It is late.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night, squad.